Why vitamin D is critically important for anxiety and depression. It's a hormone-like compound that regulates hundreds of processes. Our digestive tract is the main gateway for all nutrients. It's not a magic bullet, but it is one of the fundamental building blocks of a successful recovery system. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but its true role in brain function and overall health remains underestimated. Today, we'll explore why this element holds one of the key positions in my recovery system for anxiety and depression. Introduction. In the FLYE Health system, I highlight 5 key nutrients that are absolutely essential for lasting recovery. Vitamin D is one of them. It's not just a vitamin, it's a hormone-like compound that regulates hundreds of processes, including brain function, immunity, and inflammation. When I was dealing with chronic anxiety myself, normalizing my vitamin D levels was one of the first steps that brought a noticeable change. It wasn't an overnight fix, but rather a steady, systemic improvement. And I'm not an isolated case. Thousands of studies confirm a direct link between vitamin D deficiency and depressive disorders. Mechanism of action. To understand the true role of vitamin D, we need to examine how it affects key neurotransmitter systems. First, the synthesis of serotonin and dopamine. Vitamin D helps regulate the genes responsible for producing these chemicals. Without adequate levels, the brain simply cannot maintain a balanced mood. Second, neuroplasticity. Vitamin D directly influences the brain's ability to form new connections. When levels are low, this process stalls, making the nervous system less flexible and far more vulnerable to stress. Third, inflammation control. Chronic inflammation is one of the key drivers of depression. Vitamin D acts as a natural anti-inflammatory regulator, effectively lowering the levels of inflammatory molecules. Absorption problem. But here's the paradox. Many people start taking vitamin D in large doses, yet see no effect. Why? Because of hidden obstacles. Obstacle number 1. Magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is a critical cofactor for activation. If your magnesium levels are depleted, vitamin D remains in its inactive form. You take it, but it simply doesn't work. Obstacle number 2. Gut health. Our digestive tract is the main gateway for all nutrients. If you're dealing with chronic inflammation, SIBO, or a leaky gut, absorption drops significantly. The brain stays deficient even if you're taking high doses. Recovery results. What happens when your vitamin D levels return to normal and all absorption obstacles are removed? Your emotional resilience returns. Your stress tolerance shoots up. Sleep quality gets better, and that constant background anxiety finally decreases. I've often seen how correcting a vitamin D deficiency becomes a true turning point toward a stable, healthy state. It's not a magic bullet, but it is one of the fundamental building blocks of a successful recovery system. Practical action plan. So, what are the practical steps? Step 1. Proper lab testing. Get your 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels checked. Without knowing your actual numbers, any action is just guesswork. Step 2. A gut health assessment. If you have symptoms of dysbiosis or malabsorption, you must address those first. Ignoring this step will completely undermine all your efforts. Step 3. Adequate magnesium support. Without it, vitamin D activation is impossible. This applies to both your diet and, if necessary, targeted supplementation. Step 4. Choosing the right form and dosage. This must be based on your lab results and always done under medical supervision. Important caution. But let's be clear about its limitations. Vitamin D is not a standalone solution and doesn't address the root causes on its own. It works as part of a systemic approach. Without it, however, your recovery process can drag on. It's the very element that creates the biochemical foundation for everything else to work. Conclusion. In summary, vitamin D is one of the key regulators that determines how well your nervous system can recover from stress and maintain resilience. Within the FLYE Health system, it's considered an essential component of the recovery process. While it doesn't solve every problem, ignoring it would be a serious mistake. If you want to dive deeper into this system, my book offers a structured breakdown of over 90 key topics. The link is right down in the description. In the next video, we'll explore an even more fascinating topic, how our gut literally controls our mood, and why it's called the second brain. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that breakdown. And if you still have any questions about vitamin D or magnesium, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I personally read and reply to as many messages as I can. See you in the next video.